guys, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, and we have James here with us this afternoon. And James came all the way over here from out west, and he's in here to see us for some problems that he's been having chronically, which means over a duration of 3 months or more. And you know, all of us as we get older in life, whether we're working out all the time, running, biking, swimming, eating right, sleeping right, doing all those things, our body is still subject to gravitational weight-bearing compressive stresses throughout the day, every day, all day, and night, by the way. So how we sleep, how we sit, how we stand, how we walk, our posture, that all makes a big difference over a period of time. So we're going to check James's posture first and then see what we need to do with him. Okay, James, I'm going to have you close your eyes and flex your head forward and then backwards for me, please. And then neutral, yep. Now he's got a little bit of what most people who come in here have, which is a little bit of what's called forward head posture, and that's exactly what it is the head has gone forward in the Z-axis on top of the thoracic spine. It's the #1 reason ladies get the dowager's hump here, and even elderly men get this little hump developing right here called dowager's hump. And they also lose the cervical lordosis, or the curve forward in the neck, and it becomes straight or reversed, which is called a kyphosis. And a lot of people start seeing that, like, you remember the Carol Burnett show, you know, Tim Conway used to walk around like this, like a little man forward like this. That was because his spine was degenerating in gravity over time because his head was forward. Guess who's going to win that battle over time? Gravity, every time. It's going to pull us down. This actually creates 3 to 4 times the amount of workload from the cervicals all the way down to the pelvis. And not only on the muscles of the spine, which are 4 layers deep all the way from the occiput, the skull here, down to the sacrum, but the disc, which are in between each and every one of the vertebrae below C2. The discs get compressed in the front, they bulge backwards. Sometimes they herniate backwards, and they'll get bulged and or herniated discs pinching on the nerves. When the nerves come out of the pelvis and low back, they go down in through the buttocks, into the thigh, all the way down into the legs and toes. And the ones out of the neck go into the shoulder blades, down to the arms and hands and fingers. So we get things like pain in arms, numbness and tingling in arms and hands and fingers. And you're having a little bit of that, not much, huh, James?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Not a whole lot, though, because his head hadn't been that far forward that long.
Yeah, I've had probably 2 or 3 years. I've had, you know, neck pain, stiffness in the neck.
So you've been in pain in the neck for 3 years.
That's it. Everything's been a pain in the neck.
That's it. But we're gonna help him out with that. We're gonna jerk it not out of his tail. Okay, let's go ahead and come on this table first with you today. He gets to be the second decompression patient you saw. Now, the first one you saw today, he was in acute severe pain. He's at a pain level of 10 plus when he walked in, or he barely walked in actually. But he left at a 1 or 2. Okay, let's slide you up that way just a little bit there, James. Now, James, he's more chronic, so his problems have been there for a longer period of time, but that doesn't mean they can't be as serious pain-wise. Fortunately, his is not at this point in time. You're not at a 10 level pain today, are you?
No.
No, so you're more moderate to moderate severe at this point, right? Like 5 to 6, 6, 7.
Somewhere around there,
yeah.
Probably.
So we check his reflexes before and after, and he's got knee reflexes, patellars, so that's good. Even after I've already checked his biceps, triceps, and brachial radialis, and those are all +2 equal and active. Deep breath through your nose for me there, James. There you go. That's it. Did you feel that move all the way down?
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I really did.
Home run on that one. He's still kicking.
All right, now I can see straight.
Yeah. And we got part of him straightened out now. I'm going to continue the untwisting of his spine. That was the cervical C5-6 on that side. Now we're moving up here. Drop this one in my hand. That was C2, 3, and 4 on that one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was. That is a diversified Palmer cervical rotary brake, by the way. You want to know the technique name of that. And I went to school at Palmer College of Chiropractic in Davenport, Iowa. Let's go and roll over this way on your tummy for me now, James. Graduated there in 1981. after knowing that I was going to be a chiropractor from the 8th grade, because chiropractic saved my life and changed my life forever in the 8th grade. And it wasn't because of neck pain and back pain either. I was playing on the couch with my sister. I know y'all don't like me talking while I'm cracking, so I'll be quiet while I'm doing this. Sacrum right here in the center. There we go. One more on this right side joint here. There we go, perfect. Now here's L5, straight P to A on that one in the Z axis. L4, straight P to A on the Z axis. Only you notice my arm is changing angles as I move up the spine. L3 sees much more angle here, because that's the way the zygapophyseal joints, or the facets of the lumbar spine, line up. So if you adjust properly in the lines of the spine joints or facets, there we go, good, and just keep exhaling. Perfect. Well, put your head down just a little bit to open these up a little bit there, James. There, okay. There we go. Okay, we got another one right here. Yeah, I still feel one. There it is. I knew it was there. Okay. You notice a lot of times I close my eyes when I adjust. I get a better feel for what's going on in the actual spine when I do that. Now, I'll finish my story about myself now. I was playing on the couch with my sister roughhousing in the 6th grade and fell off the couch backwards and hit my head on the coffee table and wrenched my neck, and it went out of place and pinched nerves in my neck and upper back. Well, within 3 months' time of doing that, I was a big athlete in school. I played in baseball, basketball, football, track, everything. And within 3 months' time of that accident, I started developing severe asthma. It was getting so bad they were having to take me to the hospital and put me in oxygen tents and shoot me up full of epinephrine just to keep me alive. And my mom had been taking me to all these pulmonary specialists in a tri-state area in southern Illinois where I grew up. And then finally I went to a Palmer graduate who I was referred to by one of my mom's friends, and she took me there, and I started getting adjusted in my neck and my upper back. In fact, my entire spine, the way I adjust people. That's exactly even. Is there any pain in your back at all when I do this, James?
No.
Okay, good.
Not at all.
Good. Let's go ahead and turn you on your back now. I'm going to get his knees in his low back now. So anyway, to finish the story, these 50 MDs that I went and saw, that my mom took me around to see all these specialists. I think it was more than 50 actually, but they all were just giving me medication after medication, inhaler after inhaler, steroid shots, allergy shots twice a week. And for a 6th grader, being active in sports, getting shots twice a week is no fun. And just his pelvis from the anterior here today as well. So anyway, like I said, my mom finally took me into a Palmer graduate. Within 3 months of getting my first adjustment, my asthma had gone away completely. So was he treating me for asthma? No. He was treating me for a condition known as vertebral subluxation, which is misalignment of the vertebra of the spine. Let's go ahead and slide you all the way down now, James, where your feet are hanging over the edge. There you go. Now we're going to adjust his shoulders and his ribs. Slide down just a little bit more for me this way. There you go. Good. Now put your arms out and your palms up. And this is one of the adjustments that he gave me that I'll never forget. Shoulders where they meet the clavicle where it meets the sternum, which is sternoclavicular joint. And then we've already adjusted his posterior rib cage where it attaches to the vertebrae. Now we're adjusting the costosternal joints where the ribs attach to the sternum in the front. Because if they misalign in the back, they also misalign in the front. So now we're going to go ahead and sit up for you. And let's face towards Renee. And we're going to check his shoulders now. Ooh, got a little creaky grinding in this right shoulder here. There we go. Good one. That's the glenohumeral joint. So, long story short was, in the 8th grade, no more allergy shots, no more inhalers, no more medication. I knew at that point in time I wanted to be a chiropractor, not a medical doctor, because I wanted to treat people for the underlying cause of their problems, not for just symptoms. Because that's all drugs, potions, and pills and shots do, is hide the symptoms in most cases. There we go. This elbow. Yeah, boy, that moved great. This is a lot more work than it looks like. There you go. Good. Okay, now let's come over here in front of the mirror and shoot you. I'm going to top this off with a instrument adjustment of his atlas on the x-axis. Now watch this range of motion. Let's flex you forward and backwards again now, James. And then neutral. Yep. See, that's already improved. But for him, his homework is going to be, he's going to lift both shoulders up. So pull back with the rhomboid, straight back. Flare these palms forward to tighten up the entire trapezius. Then we bring the head straight back in the z-axis. He's a little bit to the left, or the right, so or left, I mean, so we're going to put him to the right. And his atlas on the x-axis here, there. And hit his rhomboids and trapezius up here so we can reset the muscle spindles. Okay, now we can relax everything. And let's try that very same thing one more time. Flex forward all the way and then backwards all the way. Much better range of motion both ways. And see, he doesn't have as much forward head posture. His ear is much closer to dropping over his shoulder than it was out here earlier. So we got about an inch of improvement on that one. Would you mind sharing with our YouTube subscribers how that felt?
Well, that really felt good. I've been to a lot of chiropractors over the last 10 or 20 years, and Dr. Johnson is just cut above anything I've ever seen or been to, any chiropractor I've been to, and you just feel like you're alive again, you know, because you start getting all stiff and tightened up. And
you're not inactive. I mean, you stay
active.
No,
I stay active, but you know, no matter what you take, I'm in the supplement business, and I take supplements like you can't imagine. And it doesn't matter how many supplements you take, you still have
dealing with gravity,
structural issues. Yes, you're dealing with gravity as we get older. The computer screens, looking at the computer screens.
Text neck.
You know, you're always like this because I think part of it is because when you're looking, when you get to be my age, you start to need glasses to read, and you start to look like that because the glasses are so, you know, the screen's here, you need to be here.
Interesting.
And you need to get computer glasses, is what I'm told.
That's
I don't have that. So
thank you.
So you're constantly like that, and you know, then your neck starts to.
And that is forward head posture.
So
that's
then you start having pain in your neck. So that's kind of where I've been.
Then you become a pain in the neck. Huh?
And probably, you know, 70% of it's gone after just a few treatments.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with everyone. And welcome to Houston.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we're going to have a new nutrition business up in North Houston, right?
Yes, we've got an office here. I own a company called Unikey Health Systems, and it's in North Idaho, up in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho area, and Hayden Lake, Idaho, actually. And we're moving our marketing division down here to the Houston area, and as we speak, we're under the construction phase. So we're looking forward to it and getting excited, and looking forward to some good adjustments.
Coming on back to Texas. That's right. So this is your Houston chiropractor, and James is going to be your Houston nutrition supplier. So we'll see you next time.